All right, so in example 5 here, we're going to tear apart this function, okay? So I need to find two functions, and let's just say function f and function g, that when I do their composition will give me h of x. And so sometimes you'll see it written as like h of x will equal f of g of x. So we get to pick what f and g are going to be. So let's start with our inside. No, I did it on the other slide. 4b is on the other slide. Remember I said it's on the next slide, but the domain. All right, so let's pick a g of x. When I say let's pick a g of x, guys, g of x can be anything that we're going to plug in. So it can be anything that includes the x. So what if we let g of x be everything underneath that radical? So if I let g of x be everything under that radical, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to replace it with an x. And that's going to be what my f of x is going to be. So I have the square root of x. Now let's check and see how that works. So if I want to put this together, if I want to do f of g of x, remember f is our skeleton, and g of x is what we plug in. Did we get what we started with at the very beginning? Yes. So it's just a way to write as two functions is like decomposing it. We're taking it apart. We're breaking it down. Now, is that the only answer we could get? No, these have lots of different answers. So, whoops, thought I had my eraser on. So what if I said, I think g of x should be just the x squared? It can be. If I do that, then remember, f of x, I'm going to plug x squared in, so that means that's where x was to begin with, so just replace it with an x, and what's left? The square root of x plus 5. And then you can check it. Do the composition if you need to. F is your skeleton. And then plug in your g of x. Is that what we started with? Yeah, so that works too. So for decompositions or breaking them apart, there's not just one right answer, okay? So y'all could have several different answers amongst y'all. All right, so that's how we decompose them.